the one place that ended up really, the one building that ended up attracting the most Russian emigres was 3456 Broadway off of 141st Street. That was nicknamed Ruski Dom specifically, not to be confused with Dom Svobodной России, which was on the west side on 86th Street.
Exactly. You got West 141st Street and Broadway. That area was the Russian community. It's not the Bryant Beach area that came in the 70s, right? So a lot of people don't know this, and that's why we're making this point here, is that this community developed the first real Russian community, as we understand. This is where it developed this entire area.
And I think one thing that we're trying to get our minds around here is who was, as we call it jokingly, Russian Zero, the first
Yeah.
Russian that moved into that area that obviously started drawing other Russians to come there. And one thing we sort of focused our attention on is the Orthodox
Well,
Church
sure.
that is still there to this day on
Yeah.
153rd Street between Broadway and Amsterdam, the Holy Fathers Russian Orthodox Church, originally founded in the more traditional part of Harlem on 128th and 29th Street off Fifth Avenue, and then it moved in the late 1930s. It ended up moving all the way to 153rd Street, originally in a cellar, and then in 1962 it ended up, acquiring its own a proper building and a neighboring building, and where it continues to exist. So if there was a church that moved there in the late 30s, that means there must have been some Russians
Something
already,
there,
right?
exactly, that drew it there. Exactly, there must have been a large community.